It began with a whisper, a quiet hum of keys, laid at night in a room barely lit by the glow of a computer screen. No one could have predicted that this small, dimly lit bedroom, tucked away in a quiet suburban neighborhood, would become the birthplace of one of the most shocking breaches of national security in modern history. His name was Alex, a 16-year-old with a fascination for puzzles that went beyond the ordinary. While most teenagers were consumed by video games or social media, Alex was chasing patterns, sequences, and codes that others didn't even know existed. It was supposed to be harmless curiosity, a teenager exploring the digital world. But what he found would change his life and the lives of countless others forever. By the end of this story, you'll wonder, how far can one mind go before it collides with the weight of the world's most guarded secrets? And at what cost does brilliance cross into danger? To understand what Alex accomplished, we need to step back. The world of national security codes is designed to be impenetrable. Layers upon layers of encryption, monitored by the most skilled cybersecurity experts, funded by billions of dollars, and protected by decades of protocols. For a government, these codes are the backbone of safety, the unseen locks that prevent chaos. But to Alex, they were more than locks. They were a challenge. He had always been drawn to solving things that seemed impossible. "It's like a puzzle," he once told a friend. "You just have to see the pattern no one else can see." And Alex had a way of seeing things others didn't. Alex grew up in a quiet town, the kind where neighbors nod politely, but rarely know each other's stories. His family was supportive, but cautious. A single mother who worked double shifts, and a younger sister who idolized him. He wasn't a troublemaker. He was thoughtful, curious, brilliant, and he was lonely. School didn't quite understand him, and friends often struggled to keep up with his obsessions. Computers were his companions, and the internet his playground. By age 14, he was already reverse engineering software and cracking basic security systems, not for money or fame, but for the thrill of discovery. It was a late evening in spring when Alex stumbled across what would eventually become his most infamous discovery. While exploring a network he shouldn't have been able to access, he noticed an irregularity, a subtle flaw in the way encrypted messages were being transmitted between secure government servers. It wasn't obvious, it wasn't flashy, but Alex's mind worked differently. He saw the rhythm, the anomaly, the tiny gap where a clever sequence of inputs could bypass a security layer, a code that no professional had noticed for years. For weeks, he tested, he probed, he documented quietly, obsessively, almost reverently. Every failed attempt was a lesson. Every small breakthrough felt monumental. He knew the weight of what he was holding, but at 16, the excitement overpowered the fear. Experts in cybersecurity later described Alex's actions as astonishing and terrifying. Dr. Elena Carter, a former government cryptographer, said, "It's rare to see someone so young with the ability to intuitively see patterns in systems designed to resist analysis. Most adults, most trained professionals would never notice what he did. But with brilliance came danger. For every moment of triumph, Alex was walking a tightrope. A single misstep, a single trace of his activity could have landed him in federal prison. He wasn't just playing a game,
He was interfering with the mechanisms that safeguard millions of lives, the communication systems of a nation, and the fragile trust between people and the institutions that protect them.
Inevitably, Alex's luck ran out. A routine security audit detected anomalies in the system he had been probing. He had left digital fingerprints, traces small, almost imperceptible, but enough to lead investigators straight to his door. The confrontation was swift. The authorities were careful, almost clinical. They recognized his youth, his intelligence, but the law left little room for negotiation. For Alex, what had started as a puzzle ended in interrogation rooms, legal battles, and a life turned upside down in a matter of days. Yet, in the aftermath, something unexpected happened. Government officials, academics, and cybersecurity experts began to acknowledge the value of his work. The code he cracked exposed vulnerabilities no one else had seen, leading to systemic improvements and saving potential threats from being exploited. Alex had broken the system, but he had also made it stronger. Alex's story is not just about a teenager who hacked a code. It's about curiosity and the cost of genius. It's about the tension between innocence and consequence, between discovery and responsibility. His journey forces us to ask, what do we value more, the thrill of discovery or the safety of the world around us? He became a symbol, a cautionary tale, a brilliant mind caught between childhood and the weight of adult responsibility. And perhaps most poignantly, he reminds us that behind every headline about security breaches, there is a human being, with dreams, fears, and a mind that sees the world differently. Alex never asked for fame. He never wanted headlines. He wanted answers, and in seeking them, he changed the course of the systems he touched and left the world asking questions it hadn't dared to before. So, the next time you see a locked door, a hidden pattern, or a puzzle that seems impossible, remember Alex. Remember the teenage mind that dared to challenge the impossible. And wonder, in the quiet hum of your own curiosity, what truths are waiting to be discovered. If this story fascinated you, subscribe to our channel for more real-world mysteries, hidden truths, and human stories that push the boundaries of what we think is possible. Hit the bell icon and join us as we explore the extraordinary, one story at a time.